Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the newest collaboration collection between Starrily and Kelli Marissa. They have done quite a few of these in the past. I have swatched, I think, all of them. In the description box below, I will link Kelli Marissa's Instagram and YouTube channel. I will link the Starrily site and Instagram page, and then I'll link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video. So we do have 8 galaxy-inspired polishes to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Luminous, and this is a kind of honey yellow holographic base with an aurora shimmer to it. The formula on this was wonderful to work with, very smooth, very easy application. I had no running, no pooling, or staining with anything in this collection, but this one in particular, I feel yellows do have more so a tendency to stain than other colors in my opinion. I got great opacity in 2 coats. I did go in for 3 just to see if it would make the color any deeper, and it did, but not so much so that I would say it's justifiable. This is going to dry decently glossy all on its own. I do recommend going in for top coat just to smooth everything out and to help make your manicure last as long as possible, but it doesn't dry textured and it does dry glossy, and removal is easy, so there are 3 coats. Up next we have the Scales, and this one is a kind of cerulean leaning blue jelly, and it's loaded with these shifty, I wouldn't call them ultra chrome, I'd call them maybe like shifty iridescent flakes. The formula is again very easy to work with. This one was a little bit thicker than the rest of them just because it's so jam-packed with these flakes, but it wasn't difficult to work with whatsoever. I did do 2 coats for full opacity. If you add a 3rd coat, that'll add another layer of depth in these flakes and it'll look even more dimensional on the nail, but I did have full coverage in 2. It does dry with some texture and removal is easy. So there are 2 coats of the Scales. Up next we have Spiral, and this one is an ocean blue linear hollow, and it's got this green to purple shifty shimmer. Now my camera in the video, I can't catch a shifty shimmer to save my life, and you'll see it more so in my macros where I can mess with my lighting more. But the formula on this one is also amazing to work with. Very good coverage here on this first coat. 2 coats for full opacity. Again, it doesn't dry the most glossy of glossies, so I would recommend going in for top coat just to bring this back to life and keep your manicure lasting. It won't dry textured and removal is easy, so there are 2 coats. Up next we have the Crab, and this one is a deeper kind of royal blue with, again, these shifty iridescent flakes. This one had an incredible formula. The base on this is such a beautiful color. Just like the last one that was in this kind of iridescent flake manner, I'm going to show you 2 coats today because I did reach full opacity. However, if you do add an extra coat of this, a 3rd coat, it will add just a little bit more depth in those flakes and it'll look even more spacey, even more oceanic. Again, this is going to dry a little bit textured and dull, so I do recommend a top coat to smooth everything out, and removal was easy. So there's 2 coats of the Crab. So up next we have Gravity, and this is a warm toned, pretty medium purple cream polish. This had an incredible formula. I'm sure after a couple uses this is easily going to be a 1 coater. I didn't have total even coverage here on this first coat, so I am going to go in for 2. This is also one that I feel would be a really good stamping polish if that is your nail art style. This does dry on the glossy side. I do recommend top coat though to keep your manicure lasting and to protect it from any kind of damage, and I didn't have any staining, so there are 2 coats. Up next we have Star Cluster, and this one is a clear base, and it's absolutely jam-packed with these shifty iridescent flakes. I can't even pinpoint one color that these flakes represent or color family. It's just an absolute rainbow of these shifty flakes. I'm going to show you what 2 coats of this looks like built up on its own. I've really been enjoying that like bare nail look with just a dusting of something over it. So I did really like this in just one coat on its own, but I'm also going to show you what one coat of it is over Gravity. This one does dry slightly textured, so you are going to want top coat to finish this off, but nothing in here is going to be difficult to remove, and I do, again, really like this one on its own, but it does transform anything you layer it over as well. So there are 1 and 2 coats. So up next we have Crater, and this is a kind of stormy, cloud-leaning gray cream. I always have the hardest time describing grays, but this one is also extremely opaque here on this first coat. I would dare say this would be a 1-coater for me if I was just to wear it out and I'm in a rush. I'd happily wear this one in just one, but I am showing you 2 today. Again, an incredible formula to work with. Again, I think this is going to be awesome for stamping. This does dry decently glossy on its own, and it is going to dry a little bit darker than when it's wet. And lastly for today we have Callisto, and this is a clear base full of Ultra Chrome Chameleon flakes. These flakes kind of go from this teal to blue to purple to almost fuchsia kind of shade range. Again, I really like the naked nails with a subtle something over it, so I'm going to show you what 2 coats of this looks like on its own today, but I'm also going to layer 1 coat of it over Crater just so you can see what it looks like as a topper as well. But I think this is beautiful just on its own here in 1 or 2 coats. This can have some texture to it because some of these flakes are on the larger side, so a top coat will help smooth that out, but nothing in here is going to be difficult to remove. This is all flakes, and it is going to be super shifty in a variety of lightings. So there are 1 and 2 coats. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.